Okay, third grade, so I need your help figuring out who's lurking in the windows of this haunted house. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay, third grade, now let's discover who is behind each of these eyes in our spooky haunted house. All right, so now in order to do this, here's what we're going to have to do. When I click on a pair of the eyes, a melody is going to pop up. Now, last week you talked about the melody for do, re, mi. Whenever you see those three notes, how to do your hands and how to sing them, okay? So do, re, mi. Remember, do, re was angled up with the hand and mi was a flat hand, okay? So, but for today, we're going to add two more notes to it. We're going to add fa and so. Now, remember I told you that when we use these syllables, do, re, mi, and all the rest of them, these are just the syllables that represent the different notes in a song whenever you're singing. You can pretty well take any song on the planet, take the words out, and be able to sing it on do, re, mi, depending on where that note is in the music, okay? All right, so let's learn what fa and so sound like, and then we'll start seeing who's behind these creepy eyes, okay? So you know, do, re, mi. Everybody sing that. Here we go. Do, re, mi. Now we add fa, and fa is with that thumb down like that. Sing that. Fa. And then we step up. So. Now when you do so, you have a hand like that. The palm of your hand is facing you, okay? So do, re, mi, fa, so. Just like that. Sing it again. Do, re, mi, fa, so. All right, so now we're going to jump in. When I click on a set of eyes, a melody is going to pop up that contains any notes between do and so. Any one of those in any kind of pattern, okay? So let's start with the top set of eyes here at the top. Okay, so here's our first melody that we're looking at. Now, I want to point out a couple of things before we try and sing this. First thing you should always do when you're trying to learn what a melody sounds like is speak through the rhythm using your ta, T, tu, sh, whatever it is that you see, okay? All right, so first thing I want to do is look at this melody and decide where's the TTs and where's the tas. Now, I do want you to notice that this particular set of TT here is upside down. That's okay. Sometimes we have to do that in our music to make it look a little neater, all right? So let's speak our rhythm first. 1, 2, ready, go. T, 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 ta. Okay, so there's our rhythm. Now that we know what our rhythm sounds like, now we know how we're going to sing those music notes. Now we determine what the music notes are. Okay, so I do want to point out that when we're looking at this particular melody and we're trying to define the do, re, mi, fa, so stuff, when something looks like this and is written on these 5 lines and 4 spaces, for this particular game, do is going to be in that bottom space, okay? And then, so that means if it steps up to this line here, that's going to be our re. If it goes to the next space, that's our mi. Goes to the next line, that's our fa. And if it goes to this third space, that's our so. We won't see anything written on these top lines up here because we haven't gotten that far yet, okay? All right, so that means that our starting note, because it starts on the third line from the bottom, that's got to start on our fa. All right, so it's going to sound fa, fa. Sing that for me. Here we go. Fa, fa. And then we step which way? Are we going up or down with our voice? Looks like we're going down. So we go mi, mi. And then we step down again. Re, re. Step down. Do. So fa, fa, mi, mi, re, re, do. Just like that. See if you can sing that for me. Here we go. Fa, fa, mi, mi, re, re, do. Just like that. So because we sang the pattern, we can click yes and see who's behind the eyes. It's a pirate. Oh my gosh. How many of you guys are going to be pirates for Halloween? All right. So we're moving on to the next melody. Now we need to pick another set of eyes. So let's move over into this little window here. These eyes kind of look a little scared some. Ooh, this is an interesting melody. It looks like we have the same pattern 2 times in a row. But let's figure out what our rhythm is, okay? So we're going to speak our rhythm here that we see using ta and tt. So just ignore those little circles for right now, okay? Here we go. T, T, ta, T, T, ta. Do that again. T, T, ta, T, T, ta. So that is our rhythm pattern. Now we figure out what the melodic or the melody pattern is, okay? All right, so we said just a minute ago that if it starts on the third line, it starts on a fa. Well, this one looks like it's starting in this second space from the bottom here. So see, that was do, re, it's got to be the mi, okay? So it's going to go mi, step up, fa, step up. So then again, mi, if I can get my hands right, fa, so just like that. Okay, so let's try it. Mi, fa, so, mi, fa, so. See, even I mess up my hand signs sometimes. So it's totally okay if your hand signs aren't coming in perfect right now, okay? Let's sing that again. Here we go. Mi, fa, so, mi, fa, so. Just like that. So let's click yes and see who's behind the eyes. It's a dragon. Oh man, scary fire breathing dragon. But let's move on to our next set of eyes right here. Ooh, interesting. Now let's look at our rhythm pattern first. So we're just going to ignore whether those are do, re, mi's, and we're trying to decide what our rhythm is. Okay, so it looks like we're starting on a what? A ta, that's right, because it's shaded in, it has a line on it. And then we have two sets of TT, that's right. And then we end with one ta. Excellent. Okay, so let's see if we can speak this rhythm. Okay, ready? Go. Ta, T, 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 ta. Excellent. So now what we're going to do is we're going to speak the melody. Okay. All right. So our first note is not a fa like we started on the first one. It's not a mi like we started on the next one. This one actually starts on the second from bottom line right next to the do. So what comes after the do when we're going up? Re. That's right. So we're starting on a re. And then we have another one. Oh, and then we got to do a big jump right here. So re, re, fa. And then you walk it which way? Down or up? Down. Mi, re, do. So that's pretty cool. The direction the note is going up or down our 5 lines and 4 spaces here, also known as a staff, that tells us which way our voice is supposed to go. Or if we're playing a musical instrument, it tells us which way our instrument is supposed to be sounding, high notes or low notes, okay? So the higher up on those 5 lines and 4 spaces it is, the higher our note's going to be. And the lower it is on the 5 lines and 4 spaces, the lower our note's going to be. Okay, so starting on the re, let's see if we can sing this one. So re, that's your first note. Ready, go. Re, re, fa, mi, re, do. See if you can sing that again. Here we go. Re, re, fa, mi, re, do. All right, let's click yes. It's a mummy. That's who our new creature is. It's a spooky mummy. How many of you guys are going to be mummies for Halloween? All right, moving on. Let's click on our next set of eyes. So we're going to go down to this third pair right here. All right. So, oh, wait, it looks like I think we just did that one. So let's go back to the main menu. My apologies. Let's go over to this tower right here. Here we go. There we go. This one we have not done yet. All right, so first things first, as always, we need to speak our rhythm. Here we go. Looking at your rhythm real quick. And again, ignore the fact that that's upside down. It doesn't matter. You still read it as a TT. Here we go. Read the rhythm. Ready, go. T, 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 ta. Excellent. Okay, so now what we need to do is figure out what is our starting note. Now that we know our rhythm, what is our starting note? All right, so We've started on a re, which is on the second line. We've started on a mi, which is in the second space. We started on a fa, which is on the third line. This one's in the third space. So what comes after fa? Do, re, mi, fa, so. Okay, so this one we're apparently starting on a so. All right, so let's see if we can figure out which direction our voice goes now. So it looks to me we go from so, which way, down or up? Down to the fa, down to the mi, keep going down to the re, again, down to the do, and then, it does a little turn on us here. Which way do we go after that? We step up to the re and step up to the mi. That's right. Okay. So let's see if we can sing that. All right. So we're starting on the so. Here we go. Ready? So, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi. Do that again. So, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi. Excellent. You guys are really good at this stuff. Let's see who's behind our eyes. It's a cat, and it looks like the cat is even dressing up for Halloween. All right, let's return back to our main menu and choose another set of spooky eyes. Let's choose these. Ooh, he looks very angry at us. So let's choose these angry eyes. Ooh, this is an interesting rhythm we've got here. I don't see any TTs in this rhythm. So let's look down here and see what our first note is over there. You ready? What's this first one? That's right, it's a ta. What's this next one? A ta. And you guys, again, it does not matter that those notes are upside down, okay? I'll explain another time why those are upside down versus right side up, like this guy here. All right, but what's this guy? I'm noticing something different about him. That's right, he's not shaded in, which means he's worth how many beats? 2 beats. So when he's not shaded in, he's worth 2 beats. You're absolutely correct. So let's speak this rhythm. Here we go. Ta, ta, two. Say that again. Ta, ta, two. There you go. All right. So now let's see if we can figure out where we start. Well, you know what? Our starting note looks very similar to the starting note we had in the last melody. And what's our starting note? If you said so, you are absolutely correct. And we only have to do 3 notes. And we're just going to go which direction? Are we walking it down with our voice, or are we going up with our voice? That's right. We're walking it down with our voice. Let's try it. Here we go. So, fa, mi. See if you can sing that again. So, fa, mi. Excellent. So remember, we had to hold that mi for 2 notes. So we're going to click yes, see who's behind the eyes. It's a knight. I wonder why his eyes were so mad if it's a knight. Okay, moving on. All right, let's pick, how about these ginormous eyes in the window here? Oh gosh, those are some big old eyes. But first thing we need to do is figure out what our rhythm is, okay? All right, so what's this first one here? Remember, it doesn't matter that it's upside down. That's right, it's a ta. What's the next one here? That's right, it's another ta. And what's this guy here? That's right, he's a TT, two sounds on 1 beat. And then what's our last guy? Ta. So let's speak our rhythm. Ready? Go. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Awesome. Okay, so now let's see if we can sing that. We got to figure out what our starting note is. And you know what? It looks like we're starting on the same note for the 3rd time in a row. Okay, so what was that note again? So, that's right. So, let's see if you can start on that. Here we go. So, fa, mi, re, do. Sing that again. So, fa, mi, re, do. Why did our voice go down in pitch instead of up in pitch? That's right, because the melody pattern goes down the staff and not up the staff. So that tells us that our voices are going down. Let's see who's behind the eyes. That's right, it's a witch. Oh my goodness gracious. She even painted herself green for that costume. She's real committed to that witch. All right, now let's bring it down to this. Oh gosh, he looks scared over here in this set of eyes over there. All right. Oh, cool. It looks like we finally get a new starting pitch. But first, let's figure out our rhythm, okay? All right. So look at your rhythm pattern. Look at your rhythm pattern. All right, let's speak it. Ready, go. Ti, ti, ta. Ti, ti, ta. That's right. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to see if we can figure out our starting pitch. Well, we know it doesn't start on a so because it's not starting in that third space. So where could it possibly be starting? This would be so, fa, mi, re. Do. We're finally starting one on do. Interesting. And which way is our voice going to go with this melodic pattern, our melody pattern? That's right. It's going to go up because each note is just a little higher than the last. So let's see if we can sing this. You guys ready? Here we go. Do, do, re, mi, mi, fa. See if you can sing that again. Do, do, re, mi, mi, fa. Excellent. So I'm going to click yes. Let's see who's behind the eyes. It's a princess. I wonder why the princess's eyes were so sad. When you're a princess, you're happy. All right, moving on. Okay, now, oh gosh, that's a set of 3 eyes in the window. I wonder what that could be. Well, to find out what these 3 eyes are, we got to sing our melody. All right, let's look at our rhythm first, our tas and tts here. Okay, so let's see if we can speak our rhythm. I'm going to give you a second to look at it. Remember, it does not matter that it's upside down. All right, here we go. Ready? Go. T, 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 ta. Excellent. Now we figure out our starting pitch. Well, our last one, we started on a note that was in this bottom space. Well, we're not starting on that. What are we starting on? If you said so, you were absolutely correct because it's way up there in that third space, okay? All right, so let's see if we can sing that. Which way is our voice going to go? Well, you know what? That's actually a bit of a trick question because to start off this pattern, our voice is actually not going up or down. Notice the first 3 notes are all the same. That's right. So for the first 3 notes, you're going to sing the exact same note. Now, after we sing these 3 notes back to back, then which way does our voice go? Does it go down the staff or up the staff? Yes, it's going down. So once you repeat the so 3 times, so, 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 you'll walk it down. Fa, mi, re, do. Just like that. Let's see if we can try that. Here we go. So, 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 fa, mi, re, do. And again, I love that you're trying to do your hand signs, and it's totally okay if you're not getting them perfect, okay? I love that you're at least trying. That is awesome. All right, so let's try that again. Here we go. So, 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 fa, mi, re, do. Awesome. Let's click yes. It's an alien monster. That's why he has 3 eyes. Okay, we have 2 more eyes to go through. So it looks like this little set of eyes here is looking up at those alien eyes. Okay, all right. So let's look at our melodic pattern first. Oh, I'm sorry, rhythm pattern first. So it looks like this rhythm pattern is exactly the same as the rhythm pattern we had in the last video. Or the last melody. I don't know why I said video. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so let's see if we can sing this. You guys ready? Here we go. T, 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 ta. Excellent. All right, so now what note are we starting on? So again, if you said so, you're absolutely correct. Okay, so let's see if we can try to do this one. Now, which way is our voice going? That's right. It's going down and it's going up and then it's going down again. So our voice is going to do a little bit of wiggling as we sing this one. All right. So let's try it. Here we go. So, fa, mi, fa, so, fa, mi. Did you notice we didn't even sing re or do? Sing it again. So, fa, mi, fa, so, fa, mi. Awesome. All right. Let's click yes. It's a wizard. Oh my goodness gracious. They got some Harry Potter robes going on here. All right, and Harry Potter glasses and everything. So let's jump over. We have one more set of eyes, and this set of eyes looks very upset with us. But we got to figure out that melody before we find out who's behind these upset eyes. Now, I'm noticing something about this pattern that we haven't seen in any of the other melodies. What do you guys notice? That's right. It's got a beat of shh at the end of the melody. So when we get to that spot, you're not going to make any sound whatsoever because it's a beat of silence. So now that we've discovered what our last beat is, let's look at what the rest of the beats are, okay? All right, so ti, ta, shh. And then when we sing it in a minute, that'll be our beat of silence. But what are we starting on? Again, so. And which way is our voice going? Is it going up or is our voice going to be going down? That's right, our voice is going down because each one of these notes just walks right down the staff. So let's start it on our so. Here we go. So, fa, mi, re, do. And no sound on that end. Try that again. Here we go. So, fa, mi, re, do. Awesome. All right, let's see who our last spooky creature is. It's a vampire. Oh, I clicked it wrong. It's a vampire. All right, that's right. It's a vampire on our last melody. Well, you guys did such a good job discovering what is behind each set of eyes. Now, I can't wait to see each of your set of eyes when I get to see you in person sooner than you think. I know, right? I'm so excited. But until then, make sure that you go and take your quiz. As always, your quiz is located in those 3 locations that it's always been located in every other video that we've done. So make sure to go take your quiz, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.